Greetings and aloha, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jay Smooth, and I'll be your host for Pacific Pulse. Now, if you ask me, what is Pacific Pulse? Pacific Pulse is a brand new local show dropping right here. It's the 684 version. If you don't know about me, Google me. Simple as that. It's your boy, Jay Smooth 684. We got a whole lot to talk about today, American Samoa. I got a special guest that's coming up. This guy, man, he's holding a lot of titles. I don't know how he gets the time, how to do everything. And he's an amazing guy, you know. Some people like him, some people hate him, you know. But I like the guy, you know. So up next, check him out. The sports commissioner for ASG, also holding the Secretary General for the American Samoa National Olympic Committee, and he is also the producer of Pacific Pulse. So up next, we have Mr. Ethan Lake coming up next. And like I said, American Samoa, the man in the flesh, the man with the plan, Mr. Ethan Lake. How you doing?
Yeah, good to be here, Jay. I'm very excited to be here. This is our first pilot program, so we're just testing it out, testing out the waters to the viewers out there. We're hoping you're going to like it.
Yeah.
But please be a little soft on us. Don't be too critical, but at the same time, we do want the honesty from everybody out there as well.
I was telling everybody, like, you're holding all these different titles. Like, how do you find the time, bro?
Well, that's the interesting part. But my passion really drives me, and really gets me going. Obviously, you had mentioned just before starting here that I am the sports commissioner for ASG. So it is a title, but it doesn't give me a whole lot other than trying to work with a lot of different sports federations and organizations. Really just trying to be the eyes and ears for the governor and this administration, and trying to see how we can promote sports, health, scholarship programs, student athletes, that sort of thing. So that's sort of that hat that I have for ASG. And then you mentioned the ASNOC, which stands for the American Samoa National Olympic Committee, which a lot of people still don't know much about, and we're hoping to change that.
Exactly.
So as the Secretary General, Ed Emo, President and stuff, so I want to talk a little bit about that as well. And you might find this program really kind of focus a lot, it'll appear to be a lot about sports, but it really isn't supposed to. I mean, it's not, unfortunately, that's a lot of our events. I mean, we're athletes, kind of athletic. So, I think you could probably get a lot more in the sports, but we want everybody to get out there, and that's what, this idea. So, as that had as Secretary General, the volunteer program, or position for me, and, that's sort of, those kind of hats kind of bring sports to the forefront. But you mentioned, yes, I'm the creator of the show. This was my kind of idea, but it's not just mine alone. There's a lot of people who actually have brought up this sort of similar concept and say, hey, what about the events going on the island? We used to have some older shows, I think Talofa Samoa with Malama, and they were programs that were letting people know what was going on. And what I found was, in my different capacities, it was hard to get this information out on a 3 or 5 minute news segment.
That's true.
And it costs a lot to put a lot of stuff in the newspaper, and so a lot of people don't. And then an event happens, it passes, and people are like, oh, I wish I would have known that was there. So it's like, I thought about it. I said, what's the heartbeat of this island? Who are we as a people?
Yes.
And it is more than sports, but it's across all different walks. It's activities.
Oh yeah.
You got to have that heartbeat of I want to do this, and so it really has a huge encompassing kind of concept, I think, and I want people to know it's a broader concept than just the sports and health. But we'll probably find that is probably one of the biggest foundations that we have here on a building off of.
So basically, everybody, this show is not just about sport.
No, you might see it a lot, but we do really want to get out there. Again, it's the pulse, it's the heartbeat of who we are. And a lot of it, I'm hoping to get into more of the culture and the education, the arts. I mean, that's part of who we are, the pulse. It's our bloodline, you can think of, So all these different things really tie in, and that's what the concept that I wanted for this TV magazine show.
Ose show matangufina show ya. American Samoa le utala no le uso ya Ethan Lake. You say bisi ata le fa be na tala to tupu to no data what you know. Simple as that. What's going on here on the island? Wamelo Tutupu. We're gonna go talk about businesses. If you have a brand new product that's coming out, you know.
This is what it's about. It's about information and sharing that information, you know, and all from all walks of life to all situations, like you said, businesses, academics, school. We want to know what people want to know. You know, it's sort of taking that social media from Facebook and putting a little bit more into your home, and so you can share it again with your family and stuff too. Because we need to share this information, and that's how we gain knowledge. You know, knowledge is power, and information is part of that.
Oh, well, I believe there's a magazine, right? There's a magazine about the show?
There's a magazine that's going to be produced here. It's going to be happening here in the probably next few months and stuff. Pacific Pulse magazine, which is going to have more of it in the article format as well. And so this is more of the magazine on television sort of thing, and it's a little bit more interactive that way as well too. And before we finish this first segment too, I do want to thank you. Jay Smooth was one of the top hosts that I thought about, and I want to thank you for accepting this. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, that's what we want. It's a learning experience. It's sort of a reality TV mixed in with everything else, and so we really want viewers to contact us. And we do have an email address.
We do have an email address. It's pacificpulse@gmail.
Pacific Pulse 684 at gmail.com. So
also you can text me at 252-0000. Yep. Jay Smooth.
And I think you worked on a Facebook site as well.
Exactly. Pacific Pulse 684 Facebook page. It's on my fan base, so check it out. We got some Twitter, some other social media. So catch us on the media, everybody. We're gonna make you happy. We're gonna make you cry. We're gonna make you wish you're gonna be here, right here at this show. So check it out, American Samoa.
I'm going to tell you, there's a lot to give out today.
There's a lot.
And I think every week, as a weekly show, I think there's more than enough information out there that folks want to share. So we're going to test that out today to see if this is, is it too long for everyone? But I believe it's perfect. But, we're going to be taking a break here. And
right. And we talk about a lot of American Samoa. Stay tuned. We got the June activities coming your way. So stay tuned. Catch you guys later.